Welcome everybody. This is Doug Dysert, your favorite chess variant streamer. I hope so anyway. I'm on greenchess.net where I pretty much live all day long, and I am going to go and set up a new game against a guy who has caused me a lot of trouble in what's known as Trice's chess, but on greenchess.net they haven't updated it from Gothic chess. So um, I'm going to change it to a private game per Letchworthshire's request, and then I'm going to go ahead and take white here. So now I need to select him. I'm going in here and I'm typing in his name, and you have to actually type in the whole thing for him to come up. So there it is. You see he's got a pretty cool avatar. And let's see, let's read this. It says, just a former BCF 156 player from England. My name is Colin. My friends call me Colin. I don't know what my enemies call me because they're bloody cads. Okay. So I'm setting up a game here and I'm going to hit start. Okay, so pretty much every single game I start off with a particular move, and that is G4. And on this screen, I'm going to scroll down just for a minute so everyone can see that at the bottom it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So on this screen, you don't always see the letters at the bottom. So just so you know, that move I just played was G4, and that's called the spike opening. It's an aggressive line for white. National masters John Very and Ed Trice tried out this line in a series of long-distance analysis sessions over a couple of years. They both concluded the opening was a double-edged sword with a great deal of sharp variations for both sides. So let's see, I'm hoping that Colin is on here to make a move. Oh, and there it is. I have to say this is probably the move I do not like the most, but it is fully expected. So Colin here has replied with G5, and it's the most sensible way to deal with this line, simply ramming the pawn to keep white from being a thorn in black's position, because otherwise I could push the pawn forward to G5. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I like to do, the D4 second move, and that's what's become known as the goalpost variation, since the white pawn separation looks like the football goalposts in American football. And here we have Lech replying with knight to h6, and I have a special home researched line ready to try, and here it comes. We'll play the goalpost Petroff by bringing out my knight to h3. Now you can see, all you chess folks out there, it's an easily recognizable formation of the Petroff. All right, so what will happen next? We got a Petroff. You might imagine what could happen next, but let's see what Lech has up his sleeve. And he takes the pawn. Okay, so black has played the knight takes g4, and of course I can always play knight takes g5, and that would mirror the Petroff's defense in 8x8 chess. But I have a surprise in store. If since Lech has taken that pawn, I'm going to go ahead and play a crazy move, bishop to f3. All right, so this way I've delayed recapturing the pawn, and if Lech plays knight to h6 going back, then I'll have knight takes pawn on g5. So black has both d5 and d6 as options as well, releasing the queen's bishop to protect the knight, which is on g4 being attacked by my bishop. So let's see here, what's going to happen? What do you think? What will Lech play? Oh, and he plays d6. That's an aggressive move. The defensive aim is, of course, to safeguard the a3, f8 diagonal, which would be a path to check, where I could check the king otherwise. And I do like to do that if you've seen some of my games on green chess. So I won't be able to do that this game, unfortunately. And so now let's get back to my home preparation. I'm going to play Chancellor to g2. I like to think that's a pretty good move, so in my notes I've written down an exclamation point. Let's see if I'm right. So here I'm attacking the knight on g4 twice, and it's going to have to retreat. So what will happen here? Let's see. Okay, so the knight goes back to h6, and so I'm going to go ahead and play bishop takes g5. And notice that I've recovered my pawn, which was left to twist in the wind earlier, and now I have 4 pieces in play while black has just 1. And this is the point of home preparation. I have no idea how Lech will reply, and this is as far as I've analyzed on my own. So let's see what will happen. It's an unclocked game. Oh, and Lech plays c5. Okay, so that looks very sharp. Not really the type of move I wanted to see. Um, so it is the type of move that Lech plays when he's a little behind in development. In almost all cases, taking such a pawn leads to black turning the tables. So let's do a quick look ahead. Let's see. So d takes c5 would lead to bishop takes b2, and I would actually lose my queen's rook. So what should I do? Let's see. Maybe I'll take a page from the old Ed Trice playbook here and make the position a little more complicated. So let's see. How about, I'm thinking let's try something crazy. Let's go knight to I5, and we'll let black actually take the pawn on d4. See if he recaptures. What will happen here, boy? Is he going to take on d4, you think? What's he going to do? I don't know. It's crazy. I like my position, but... And he plays knight to f5. Okay. So that's a little weird. It seems like it just gives me the J file for free. So, in fact, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I doubt that he missed anything. See, now if I play knight takes J7, as you can see, it's hit by the bishop and my knight. What would happen? Let's see. Now, if black plays H6, that looks scary. That would hit my bishop on G5, and it would also take away the retreat square for my knight. If it takes the pawn on J7, it won't be able to go back to I5. So that would probably be a poisonous pawn. But then again, let's see. See if I do knight. Okay, so I can do the bishop takes on H8. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if this is safe or not. Knight takes J7, H6. Knight takes H8, right? H takes G5. Knight to I6, and now I'm safe because my bishop on F3 guards the knight on I6. And let's see, does black have a tactic there? Don't think so, so let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully this works, guys. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we're going to try this. You think it'll work? Knight takes J7. So going back to what I was saying, let's see, if he plays H6, then my knight can't get back out, but my knight can take on H8. And then if he takes on G5, I can go back to I6. And it's guarded, even though it's attacked by that archbishop. My bishop on F3 is guarding. So can we pilfer this pawn, or are we being too greedy? Let's find out. Okay, so we don't have a quick reply coming here from Lech. That's usually a good sign. So maybe he missed this. And let's see. So still no moves. I don't know. Maybe he could be calculating my demise. Let's see. Could be calculating something diabolical. Obviously, my move was good, or else I would have been punished for it by now. Okay, so he played bishop to f6. Did not see that at all. Okay, so what should we do here, people? I have no idea. Did not even think about this. So bishop f6, that's going to avoid my knight takes on h8. So I do have bishop takes f6 here. It's an unusual choice because obviously castling kingside is out of the picture. So what exactly is Lech up to here? So if I do bishop takes f6, chancellor takes f6, would be my guess. And then I should probably backpedal with the knight back to I5 right away. Then he has knight takes the pawn on D4, but at least I'm out of danger, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of that bishop. Alright, so we take on F6. Now, how is black going to recapture here? Or is he going to do something crazy? I don't know. Oh, and he recaptures with the archbishop. So okay, that would have been kind of the most obvious move there. And let's see. So let's get the heck out of dodge here with the knight going back to I5, like we talked about. Okay. So let's see. What will black do here? We saved the knight, so we should be good, right? Oh, of course. There goes knight takes d4, and Lech picks up the pawn, and now my bishop is under threat by his knight. Ugh. Let's see. What can we do here? How about let's play knight to g4? That way we can make the knight a little more safe, and we'll attack this archbishop over here. Thanks to our archbishop, or the chancellor there on g2. See if this works out. Trying to get tactical here. There could be some crazy captures going on. Okay, so he takes on g4. Took with the bishop, and so let's see. I can safely recapture with my bishop. That's kind of a snap move here. And so what do you think black's reasoning was just to take that knight on g4? So I guess we'll find out, but let's see, because we've created a mess here. We got to see if we can get out of this. I'm going to go ahead and recapture with the bishop. What do you guys think? Am I doing well here? I feel okay. Oh, I did not see that. So black pushes the pawn to h5. Yeesh. That goes in the boy is that ugly but still best bucket, maybe? What should I do here? Let's see. I usually would say just play bishop h3, looks safe. But the question is, what is black up to here? So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's do the bishop h3. That looks like it's pretty much something's got to happen. That's the safest place to go. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous though. Ooh, I don't like this. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, what is that? Oh no, the rook goes to g8. Eesh. So he's kicking the chancellor, and yeah, I don't know how I could have avoided that. So let's see. So I'm gonna have to do something with that chancellor. I guess my reflex move here is gonna be chancellor to f4. I think that's about the only good move I can see, so I'm gonna go ahead and just play it. So where else could I even go, right? Oh no, and he kicks my chancellor again. So wow, the pawns are coming at me. Everything's coming at me. The rook. It's nasty. So this is not good. Looks like the chancellor can go to j4, but then if he pushes his pawn to I5, where does the chancellor go next? I have chancellor to J7, but then he has the rook takes the archbishop for check. This is just disgusting. Okay, well, I guess I better go ahead and play it. So, chancellor over. What do you think? Is he just going to play the obvious move? Oh, goodness, he plays I5. That's not good. Okay. Well, everything's under threat. I'm going to go ahead and, with two super majors under threat, I'm going to go ahead and save the more valuable one. I'll just run my chancellor up to J7. Poor archbishop never had a chance. Oh, and he takes it, of course. So, recapture with the rook. You never know, I might get the castle someday still. It's not going to be kingside. Lech plays I4, kicking my bishop. So the bishop goes to G2, nowhere else to go. So let's see, we got a situation where it's rook and bishop for me versus an archbishop and knight for Lech. So black is definitely ahead if you do the bean counting. as the inventor Ed Trice derisively refers to those who stick to strict peace values as the way to evaluate these types of positions. So let's see. What's next here? What do you think Lech is up to here? I feel like I still have a chance, but... Oh, and he plays d5. So at first glance, that pawn structure looks to be looming large and will possibly be my demise. So let's play the pawn to c3 and see where Lech puts his knight. Where do you think he's going to run his knight? I don't know. I guess red backwards, sideways. He's got some options for that knight. Oh my goodness! Instead, he just moves the archbishop to g4. What is he doing? He just hangs his knight. Why would he do that? Let's see. Let's see. Where is that archbishop going? Let's see. Now I do have a chancellor check here. Let's see. Let's just check him and see if that works out. Doesn't seem like anything bad could come from that. Chancellor h7 check. Let's see. So Chancellor h7. I guess he probably runs his king to e7. Is this going to work out? I don't know. Oh, and he goes to e7. Okay. So let's see. I just played it because I saw it, but I don't know. I don't have a follow-up. So let's see. Can I take the knight? Let's see. If I take the knight, then a takes h. Yeah, the archbishop can take on h2, and then see my. Yeah, that's going to put me in check. So my king's going to have to run to e1, and then he actually takes the rook. So don't really want to take that knight and then just give up a rook, not to mention a pawn. So guess I better play rook to h1 and guard that pawn. Seems kind of forced. So let's see. I guess Lech gets another chance to save his knight here, and he does. Immediately plays knight to f5. So, and it's my turn, and I don't know what to do. So let's see. I suppose we could try to attack something. Let's see. So better than nothing. I guess maybe I'll just go ahead and attack this archbishop. Bishop to f3 looks pretty good, right? Yeah, look at that. We're hitting that archbishop. There's a pawn behind it. Oh crap! What in the heck? He played knight to e3. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm like, if I don't take that, I'm totally forked and my queen's dead. So I guess we know I'm gonna have to take this bad boy. Okay, so let's see. Take it. Oh my gosh, this is bad. What is going on here? Yeah, this is why you gotta look for wacky sacky stuff in these games. In this game especially, you know. So I don't know. I guess I pretty much have to play king e1. Do you think he's gonna definitely take the queen here? Now, I remember I was talking to the inventor Ed Trice about, archbishops and queens, and he had told me that he believes archbishop and knight is actually stronger than a queen. But why else would you lead with a knight toss like that? Queen and pawn for archbishop and knight, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what Lech is up to here. Oh my goodness, so he actually pushes the pawn instead. So my bishop is pretty much screwed, and my queen is still in at least semi-jeopardy here. Do I have any good checks? I don't even see any good checks. Do I toss my bishop? Let's see, it kind of looks like it since bishop to g2 loses huge to the archbishop taking on g2 with a nasty check. And then it's adios biscuit for me. So let's see, I guess bishop takes h5. Okay, what do you think Lech is going to do here? Is he going to take my queen? It's sitting right there. He could check me on the other side. Oh my goodness, he plays chancellor to h8. He's asking to trade my best piece. Let's see, I don't think I want to do that, so I better just back off. I'll run to j6. So let's see, what do you think? Lech is going to develop a piece here. Knight to c6, maybe? Could take my queen. Do something nasty with the chancellor, queen. Push a pawn. So many options here for black. And he moves his king. Okay, that makes sense. Not. I have no idea why he just did that. So let's see. Oh, I see. He's actually freeing up his queen. Okay. So his queen can actually go to h4 and fork my chancellor on j6 and my king on e1. That's not good. Oh, crap. Let's see. Gosh, that's actually checkmate. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. So I'm going to have to protect h4 and make the chancellor safe. So chancellor to j5 looks to do both. So you'll have archbishop takes queen or archbishop to g2 check still. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So chancellor to j5. Let's try. See if we can survive a little longer here. It's starting to look scary. So what do you think? Is he going to play the arch takes queen? Is he going to play arch to g2 check? Hmm. Never know what Lech is going to be up to. He's sneaky. What is he going to do? The suspense is killing me. What's he going to do? I'm scared. So I played the chancellor to j5, trying to stop the queen from going h4 here because that would be a really nasty checkmate. So we're back here just waiting, and he plays a move that I did not see. I was expecting anything but that move. He plays chancellor to h6, so that's going to be not what I would expect. And Lech has a tendency to do, if I come down with two moves, I think he'll play, he does something completely different. And as you can see here, that if I capture that chancellor on h6, then back to the problem of being checkmated on h4 by the queen. And that was the whole point of chancellor to j5. So you can see that he's basically removing the defender of the checkmate. That's a terminal square there, h4. So it looks like I'm going to be screwed if I just leave my chancellor or if I take the chancellor. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a spike check. When in doubt, check. So Potzer sees check. Potzer gives check, and he did not hesitate to play his king to c7. So let's see now if I. The nice thing about that spike check actually is that when I take that chancellor on h6, now I'm guarding against h4. So well, the problem is that he recaptures with the archbishop. Let's see. I guess he's going to take back, and then when he takes back with the archbishop, at least he won't be attacking my queen anymore. Get a little breathing room. And for the moment, he can't play queen to h4 because that would have been checkmate. So there goes my chancellor. We're chancellorless here, and my queen's safe from his archbishop. However, his archbishop is attacking my bishop on g4, so I'm going to go ahead and guard it with my rook on g1. So unfortunately, I don't have any way to stop that move right there. The queen going to h4 check. And that's going to hurt because I don't have very many options. If I play king to f1, he'll actually have a nasty checkmate with his archbishop going back to where it was a couple moves ago on e3. So I really only have one choice, and that's to block with my rook. Rook to g3. Things are looking pretty desperate here. Oh, and he removes the defender of the rook. Queen takes h2. And unfortunately, I don't think the second leg of this video is going to be very long, as I think I'm pretty much toast here. So I think I'm going to go, let's see. So the rook's hanging. My bishop is hanging. My queen and knight and rook are unmoved, so the game's pretty much over. I guess this is where we're going to have to throw in the towel. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and resign here. So yeah, that was a great game, but I appreciate everyone tuning in to watch this video of me getting killed. But it was a lot of fun, educational, instructive game. So as you can see, you can have a lot of fun playing Trice's chess on greenchess.net. But I want to point you guys to triceschess.com for all of the cool information there. There's movies, animations, and look for me to be playing Trice's chess on chess.com, and of course here on greenchess.net. And so my name on both of those sites, the handle is Shogi. If you're looking for a game, I'm always on there, and especially on greenchess.net, I'm always looking for turn-based games. If you get on there and say, hey, let's play a live game, then you can probably talk me into playing you on chess.com as well. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep playing Trice's chess. See ya.